Back home, the National Arts Festival, which is the country's longest-running arts festival, is underway in the Eastern Cape. The festival will host 242 productions and over 2,500 artists have descended on Makhanda for 11 days of amazing arts. Let's now cross to Liezle Wilson for more. Very good morning to you, Liezle. Thank you so much for joining us. So good to see you. I would imagine how freezing it is in the Eastern Cape. Tell us what's happening.
Good morning. It is a vuga of a different kind, as of course we are coming to you live from the heart of Makhanda. This is where it's all happening for this year's edition of the National Arts Festival. I mean, if what I'm wearing is befitting or telling of how cold it is, we're not going to let that deter us, because there is so much to explore as the festival kickstarts and continues. We know that it started on Thursday, the 26th of June. It continues until the 6th of July. This small town located here in the SABC district municipality really comes alive. In fact, we are on the monument. It's the 1820 Settlers National Monument. We know that, given its colonial history, it's also been transformed into a symbol of transformation at large. And this is where multiple cultural identities, of course, collide, as we see theatre pieces, explosive art performances, thought-provoking initiatives as well continue to take center stage. The streets abuzz, coming alive, classrooms, theatres being transformed into the magic that obviously captures the youth, the vibrancy, and that energy that's set to permeate throughout the week as that festival continues. So I don't know if you can see us. I'm going to ask my cameraman just to pan a little bit to my left, but the sun is slowly peeking up over the horizon. You obviously expecting that sunrise to come through at about 7 a.m. You can see it's literally still quiet, and so we'll be waking up with the town and obviously just bringing you all that action, because things start quite early here in Makhanda and continue well into the night. Hugs back. It's covered in snow this morning. This is why we're all dressed up in our regalia, but obviously that is not going to deter us from this electrifying energy. Since our arrival, we have seen the Green Market Square. This is where entrepreneurs are also showcasing some of their artistic endeavors. Over 2,500 artists and people along the value chain, coming out to make sure that this festival obviously is a success. You've got the SABC district municipality alongside the Eastern Cape government, Standard Bank, really playing their part to keep the arts alive. And so quite literally, as we wait, as we continue to bring you this rolling coverage, we're going to be chatting to a plethora of artists throughout the morning here as we continue with the special broadcast from the National Arts Festival here in Makhanda, and continue to bring you the magic. Of course, it is Youth Month, and this is the heart and soul of what the future is going to be looking like in terms of your music, your arts offerings as well. And so we're going to leave it there for now, hand it back to you in studio. Of course, language and culture taking center stage here in the Eastern Cape province in the little town of Makhanda. I'm going to hand it back to you and catch you a little later on.
All right, Liz, great chatting to you. We'll certainly touch base with you a little later on. Liezle Wilson is out in Makhanda at the National Arts Festival.